European nations have called an emergency summit. This is being led by French President Emmanuel Macron in response to Donald Trump's total capitulation to Vladimir Putin and how Europe is going to respond. So what is Donald Trump doing today? Well, playing golf, on vacation, and sending emails like this. This is what he sends to people on his email listserv. This is what he's doing today. I subscribe so you don't have to. He writes, Ben, I made a big decision at Mar-a-Lago last weekend. In consultation with my trusted advisors like the great Elon Musk, I made the call to open up a few more highly selective spots for cabinet-level advisors. And the first one is going to you. Click here to accept the position. We can celebrate your promotion tomorrow. Right now, we need to get to work. I've personally put together this survey for any new cabinet level advisor to take on day one of their new position. So I'm going to need you to complete it as soon as possible. You click it, and of course you got to pay him money. More grifting. Literally a snake oil salesman. He's giving away fake jobs as he destroys and gets rid of real jobs. Well, I'm glad when all of his MAGA supporters realize that in their rage algorithm and their fake jobs, that they're not getting the paychecks from their real jobs as Trump guts their Medicaid and guts all of the services that they depend on. And again, while Europe is going to be holding this emergency meeting, by the way, which the Prime Minister of UK, Keir Starmer, is going to join, basically pulling the UK out of Brexit based on the emergency caused by Donald Trump's threats. Donald Trump sent this email. This is real. I'm not making this up. This is not AI. This is real. Kofefi. He's got to go back to, that first term when he wrote Kofefi. Ben, this can't wait until tomorrow is the subject of his email. And then he goes, we're in the end game. This is the final showdown. Just think about that, okay? He's 3 to 4 weeks into his term or a little more. We're in the end game. This is the final showdown is what his email says. Ben, the battle for the fate of America is heating up and MAGA is winning bigly. But at this very moment, the Democrat regime is trying to stop MAGA and all our success in its tracks. Pause there. You control the executive branch. You literally are the regime. It is your authoritarian regime running the country. You control the executive branch. You control both chambers of Congress, and you have the United States Supreme Court in your pocket. And his email is, we're in the end game. Then it goes on to say the following. At this very moment, the Democrat regime trying to stop us. 1, the Trump admin is being sued. 2, judges are blocking Doge. 3, Democrats want Elon Musk removed. 4, worst of all, they want Trump impeached again. Please, my first mid-month deadline is at midnight, so we're launching the presidential fundraising blitz for only a few hours for a maximum patriot impact. Give $20.25 and you click stand with Trump. What are you running for? What are they even talking about here? He's grifting off his people to create a slush fund so he can control all of the MAGAs in the House and the Senate and elsewhere. And it also indicates that he's likely thinking that he's never going to leave that position, because what else would you be raising money for right now? I know you'd never let them stop MAGA. You've never stopped believing in me. That's why I'm asking you, stand with Trump now and give whatever you can so the MAGA movement can save America once and for all. My deadline is in a few hours, and I've never needed you more than right now. This is a crazy statement. I've never needed you more than I need you right now, when there's not even an election taking place, as you've raised the prices of eggs more than in the history of the United States, as gas prices are going up, as your ill-fated tariff threats and policies are causing inflation to surge in the United States. You want people to give, that is like all these Trump supporters who are now going to be losing their Medicaid, losing all their social services that they depend on, losing their jobs. Give me money right now, Donald Trump says. I need you more than ever. Then he posts this whole morning as Europe is like, yo, this guy, Trump, is cutting deals with Putin that's going to destroy Ukraine and possibly lead to Russia taking over all of Europe and creating a fascist world order if we don't do something. And Donald Trump and they're like, this guy, Trump, is cognitive decline. He's evil. He's dangerous. He's an idiot. He's literally looks like he has dementia. Donald Trump going, this is another post. This is another email. This is your direct line to speak with me, Ben. Do you approve of me? Immediate action required. It's obvious how passionate you are about saving the America we know and love. That's why I just selected you to represent your state as an ambassador for MAGA. Please complete my official Trump flash poll before it closes at midnight. Complete the poll. Don't worry, friend. This poll is easy. All you have to do is tell me if you approve of my historic Trump executive orders. Of course, when you click the button, it then has you give money to Donald Trump. So he's created fake cabinet positions, cabinet advisors, where you have to give him money. He's created literally fake ambassadorships where you have to give him money, fake state ambassadorships. That's what Trump is doing this morning. And then he posts the following. The 14th Amendment right of American citizenship never had anything to do with modern day, quote, gate crashers, illegal immigrants. Trump, you're here from immigrants. Illegal immigrants who break the law by being in our country. Your wife. What are you talking about? It had everything to do with giving citizenship to former slaves. Our founding fathers are spinning in their graves at the idea that our country can be taken away from us. No nation in the world has anything like this. Our lawyers and judges have to be tough and protect America. It's quite literally in the Constitution, and our founders would be rolling in the grave that we have some South African guy named Elon Musk who grew up in apartheid, who is now the person who is like running our country, a billionaire who's controlling everything right there. And then this is as we learn that Keir Starmer is to join the Macron-led European Crisis Summit based on everything that Donald Trump has been threatening Ukraine with. And then you still have the MAGA Republicans, though, going on TV today, like Republican Dan Crenshaw, who's like despised by MAGA, but he still sucks up to Donald Trump. And then Republican Congress member Crenshaw says, look, there's just no way that Donald will be seen. He's not going to let himself go down in history as being Putin's puppet and surrendering to Putin. Here, watch this.
He's good at flattering people in order to get them to the table. That is what we need. Whether we like it or not, that's what we need.
But flattering a very brutal dictator who's pretty cunning, frankly, you really think that's a winning strategy?
Well, he's not that cunning. He's fought a war that has destroyed his society, killed hundreds of thousands of Russians. He's made a massive mistake and miscalculation. He's not as clever as maybe we've given him credit for. I think let Trump do his campaign promise and play this out. Look, nobody's going to take advantage of Donald Trump. And General Kellogg made that very clear, because that was a question Europeans asked him. Are you going to sell out just to get a deal, because the campaign promise? And Kellogg just laughed at that. He's like, there is no way, there is absolutely no way that Donald Trump will be seen, and he will not let himself go down in history as having sold out to Putin. He will not let that happen. He believes just for the sake of his own legacy. Right. But he does care about lasting peace here and lasting European peace.
But he quite literally is. That's what Donald Trump's point of all of this is, to surrender to peace. He said it. We heard him. We played all of the clips. We heard what his words were. He's already done it, Crenshaw. We've heard the words come out of his stupid mouth last week, his cognitive declining mouth. We heard what he said. And then, by the way, they sent Tom Homan out today, this morning, Trump's border czar, to talk more about arresting AOC. Play this clip.
Where is that line that they cross? So maybe AOC is going to be in trouble now.
Are you suggesting that she should be prosecuted?
I'm suggesting, and I'd ask the Department of Justice, where's that line on impediment, right? It's a broad statute. So I know impeding with someone stopping in front of me and putting their hands on my chest so you're not coming in here and arrest that guy, that's clearly impeding. But at what where's the line on impeding? So I'm asking the Department of Justice, who are the prosecutors, and decide who they prosecute and what the standards of that prosecution is. I simply says, at what point is that impeding?
Finally, I want to share with you these two clips of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy. Here it is right here. Here's Zelenskyy saying that he will never accept any deal that's cut behind his back by Trump and Putin. Play this clip.
Thing that President Trump said this week. He did not say yes when he was asked if he sees Ukraine as an equal member in the peace process. He did say later that Ukraine would have a seat at the table. Have you been given any assurances that Ukraine will have an equal seat at the negotiating table?
So I will never accept any decisions between the United States and Russia about Ukraine. Never. And our people, never. And our adults and children and everybody. It can't be so. This is the war in Ukraine against us, and it's our human losses. And we are thankful for all the support, unity between USA, in USA, around Ukraine support, bipartisan unity, bipartisan support. We're thankful for all of this, but there is no any leader in the world who can really make a deal with Putin without us, about us.
I like that Zelenskyy standing strong there. We're not going to accept any backroom deals between Putin and Trump if that's what they're trying to do, showing strength. And here Zelenskyy talks about what the risk is. Here, play this clip.
The risk that Russia will occupy Europe is 100%.
If the United States pulls out of NATO,
Yes.
Russia will occupy Europe.
Yes, well, not all the Europe. They will begin from those countries, as I said, who are big our friends, but small countries who've been in the USSR and the Soviet Union. They will begin, and we'll see what will be the answer. But Europe will not answer because they don't have. They will begin to defend itself. Each country defend itself, and at this moment. So Russia will get all the successes with all the territories they will want. I don't know, they will want 30% of Europe, 50, I don't know, nobody knows. But they will have this possibility.
While all of that was going on, what was Pete Hegseth, the Fox host turned Secretary of Defense, doing, in addition to saying that Ukraine can't be a member of NATO and can't be entitled to its own territory back? Hegseth was doing this. Play the clip.
Start with the U.S. press. We're going to take 2 from the U.S., we'll take 2 from international, and then we'll go from there.
You have focused on what Ukraine is giving up. What concessions will Putin be asked to make?
Ultimately is guaranteed by strength of Europeans who are there prepared to back it up.
Right in the far right.
Regarding the new defense investment pledge, when you and President Trump...
Pardon me, sir. What we're going to take from the U.S. is Logan Rattick from Newsmax, please.
Satya from NHK, the Japanese TV station. Thank you very much. I would like to ask about China.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Midas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.